I need like help with my curly hair, right? So like, let me let my hair down. So like, cause your hair is curly, right? The issue with my hair is
Who said my hair was
can't
curly? What if I
untie
just
this.
curl these parts
I
and like the
can't.
rest?
That's
Hold on.
not a curling
This hair.
curl.
Okay. Hold on. A little flick. Okay.
Okay, first of all, your hair
So-
is way curlier than hers.
So
Yeah,
like,
So you
mine
need a
I
different
like
routine.
I just do this and I curl it.
okay, no, because like my hair is straight here, and then
Yeah.
like with the mousse, I curl this, but this never gets curled, and then when it dries, I just look like you know, like the humidity and all. It just doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Like how do I make it look wet all day?
Coconut oil.
Mousse. Gel.
I just told you I use mousse and it just dries
Yeah,
up
but
and then it looks.
You're not
You
using
don't
the
use
right
mousse in the
kind.
whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Don't
talk about
send
don't
me-
use gel because it'll be like not sticky, but it'll be like rock solid, and you don't want that.
Ooh. Dang man.
So use a
Jesus.
coconut
Anyways,
oil.
I almost got
gently
killed
brush it
last
through
night.
with your fingers. What?
What? What? What type of transition was that?
I went to Cold Stone and this random guy just came to my friend group and was like, "Hey, I left my phone in my friend's car." And then we're like, "Okay." And he's like, "Can I call them?" And we're like, "Okay, what's the number?" I don't know their number. Like, what? And
Yeah,
then
'cause
they're
this
like,
isn't
"Can you log into Snapchat so I can Snapchat them?" And then we're like, if you log into Snapchat, it's going to send you a code on your phone and you don't have your phone. And they're like, oh, yeah. And we're like, why don't you just call your own phone if they have it in the car? And they're like, oh, that's so smart. And then they call and call and call and call and like nobody picks up. And then they're like, let me go look in my car. At this point, I'm like, they're about to like come out with a gun and be like, y'all are done. And then this random car just comes behind and blocks like 2-3 of our cars and just is like blasting music and gets out of their car. And I'm like, yeah, we're done. We're finished. And they throw trash and then they leave. Like, who throws trash at 11 p.m. outside? Like, just keep it in your car for overnight. Throw it out tomorrow. And then this guy doesn't find the phone in his car and comes back out and was like, yeah, I don't know my way home. I have an hour drive and like, I need like directions. So we kind of help with like, oh, this is the highway you get on. And they're like, okay, yeah, but my car has issues. And then we're like, bro, like you have an issue at every step. And at this point, my friend's husband was like, okay, the girls need to get in the cars. Like this is just keeps getting more sketchy. So I'm alive.
See, that's one of the benefits of speaking dual language. I'm pretty sure your friend's husband
said it in Urdu. It was like,
yeah.
yeah,
exactly. Benefits of speaking dual languages. Speaking of dual languages, we're all not dueling, but we're mono looking.
Are you not going to
except
show yours,
for-
Malcolm?
Not
no,
gonna show yours.
I'm also
It's as if
wearing
you're
the
in the hood.
Pakistan one. What are you talking about?
He has an Afghanistan one. But it's okay.
Afghanistan.
We love Afghanistan. We love like doesn't Pakistan love Afghanistan? Right? We're pretty much the same people.
I don't
right?
think they love us, but yeah.
I love them.
I love
As I
Afghans.
said,
They're
I
cool.
don't think they love us, but we love them.
So I have a Tim Hortons story about Afghanistan.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So
What could this story possibly
remember
be?
how I said that my last day of college was the first time I ever had Tim Hortons?
Mhm.
The person who introduced me to Tim Hortons, who took me and my Turkish friend to Tim Hortons, was Afghani, who came just from Afghanistan. This like newly arrived Afghani introduced me to Tim Hortons. So I'll forever be thankful to the Afghanis for introducing me to Tim Hortons.
I don't even know what to say to that.
It was better than Kiki's story.
Wasn't she almost died? You just said thank Afghanistan for Tim Hortons.
Oh,
My story had suspense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Fine.
like, you know,
Listen, man, I
stuff.
feel. You know what? Fine. I feel bad now. Y'all bullying me.
It's fine.
that's because you bully us usually.
Fair.
Look at how
Fair.
it feels to be on the other side.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I gotta be honest, friends.
Anyways,
I'm looking at our show notes for this episode. I don't know what most of these words mean.
So let's go
Wait,
to segment. So you don't know what icks mean?
Like, I know generally what it means. It's like things that you don't like not red flags, but like one step below red flags, I think.
Well, before we
no,
get
they're
into
not.
that,
They're like preferences. Okay, let's.
Preferences.
Okay, so like
let's first say
Muslims.
hello. Well, don't we want to introduce ourselves? Hello, you are listening to Local Chai with
You
your
forgot
host.
the name of your own podcast.
You know what? We're gonna pre-record that and always play in the beginning of the episode. That was okay. You know what? Let's just skip that. Go ahead, Kiki. What were you saying? We're not doing that.
No, hold on, because we don't have one pre-recorded yet. Welcome to Local Chai. We are your Chai Wallen. I'm Akil.
I'm Kiki.
I'm Zane.
And
Why
I'm
was
gonna
that?
cut
Why was
out
there
those
such a
awkward
long
pauses.
pause? Yeah, yeah. I was like, why was there such a long pause?
Okay.
So this week's episode, we are on episode 7.
Are we always gonna number our episodes?
We're on
Are we-
episode
are we?
8. We're on episode
Okay.
8.
This is episode 8.
This is like all fail. Okay.
Failed.
Okay. So this is episode 8. And on this episode, we're going to talk about the icks of finding a partner, plus also icks during in dating apps and your dating life. And so I think it's so funny now that we're outside of Ramadan. Everyone's getting back into let's get back on the apps, let's find a partner. Minus Zane. Zane does the opposite way.
Call me out. I thought Ramadan is a month of blessings, so a blessing would come to me,
Did it?
right?
No.
No, but
Okay,
that's
then.
not. I mean, I had other Alhamdulillah. You know what? We're just gonna move on. This is the Bully Zane episode. I see how it is. It's karma.
So I asked a couple of my friends, and then I kind of put this on my story the other day or week ago. And I was asking everyone their icks and preferences. And so I would like to start off with our own icks. Like Zane, you have a long list of icks. Let's go.
I've actually condensed it. So one of my icks are having a basic profile, right? Another ick is just being dry or not well-rounded. And the last ick is liking things because other people like it. Those
like
are like
sushi and boba.
Yes, like sushi and boba.
Like
and-
lighting
and
candles.
that also goes to basic profile.
Being a Gemini because nobody can control that.
Talking about being a Gemini because people can control that.
Yes.
How?
By not talking about it.
But I mean,
Yeah. So
It's-
you can be a Gemini. That's fine because you can't control that. But if you're like, oh, I'm like this because I'm a Gemini, or I'm a Gemini, so I'm going to do this, that's a different
Yeah.
thing.
Thank you.
right. Yeah,
Mhm.
fair.
So that like a lot of what you just mentioned goes to having a basic profile. Like I like drinking coffee and going outdoors and reading books. And then like the only books they've read are like those internet self-help fake psychology books. And they all say the same thing, like wake up and be thankful and clear your mind and make your bed. It's like all the books say the same thing. Why are you reading more than one of the same book? I don't know. Like it's like those people who read Lord of the Rings like 3 times. But yeah, sure.
Except
Those are my
slightly
icks.
worse.
Except slightly worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are a strong, independent woman. Wake up and take in the sunshine. Like, how many books are you gonna read that say the same thing? But anyway, go on. Those are my icks.
Those are your
Okay.
icks. Kiki, what are your icks?
My icks are checklist daters. The ones that like
Hmm.
they just ask you, they do a whole interview question
Mhm.
and they're just like, what's the answer to this? Okay, does this check off? Okay, what's the answer to this? Does this check off? And it's just like there's no organic flow of conversation. It's just question after question. And it just makes me very irritated if I'm in that position because at that point I'm about to be snappy with you and get a little sassy. So it's like if you want to see that side of me in the first conversation, yeah, let's go for it. But yeah, that really gets to me. And then the other one is the rotational daters where it's the same person going through the same 3 people back to back and it's just like the same content is also being recycled with them. There's no new story. And I wonder if that's because they're like, oh, well, this worked on this one person, so it will work on this person. And then they just keep doing that. That's really annoying. And
I have a
then
question.
Yes, same.
How do you know they're rotational data? Like,
because they can't keep their ish private and it just comes out like that, you know who they're talking to and who they're rotating through.
but then would it like how? Why do those people stay on the rotation?
I mean, at some point somebody finds out and then they were like, okay, peace.
Oh, and then they lose their rotation. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's why that person has to go back to someone else in that bubble.
So it's like those people who play chess masters against each other. Interesting. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for answering that question.
Yeah. Another one is the perverts. That's an ick. Like, what are you wearing? Or I remember when I first joined the apps a long time ago, the fact that some random teacher that should not be a teacher because he's a perv was like, I don't buy before I try. And I was just like, is this what happens on the apps? Like, what is this? That was my first experience. I was like, this is trash. It was really bad. And then the dry convo daters, which I learned last night. Apparently this works, and I wonder if it actually does work. And so you guys are my guys that are going to try it on girls. You're going to say, hey, comma, how's it going?
Let's see.
Wait, we're testing that out right now.
I'm testing it.
It's still work hours.
Can I text people that I've already texted this morning, or it has to be like in the morning?
Or even like just new people, or even old people. I don't know. Text
I
whoever.
just texted these people like.
See if they get a response or they respond to you.
Wait, what are we saying?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Sure.
Okay.
And like use that comma, use that question mark.
I'm gonna text multiple people. Let's see.
Oh, I've already your rotation.
Well, these are just people. I am single like a Pringle. Like doors are closed for me. Can I text guys this also?
Through.
I'm gonna text a bunch of guys this also. Is that cool? I'll text my brother also. Let's see what he says.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
I'm not gonna text my brother because he's gonna think there's something wrong with me. He's gonna be like, "Are you in the hospital again?"
I literally texted that someone I just finished a conversation with to start this podcast. I just texted them this too. Let's see if 19 minutes ago. Let's see if they respond. My brother did respond. He was the first one to respond.
He's like,
He said ... What? Who is this? Okay, cool.
I guess I should try it because I thought this was just a girls. I mean, girls are supposed to.
Speaking of dry convos, though, I do. One of my icks are like basic platitude compliments. It's like, oh my God, you're so nice. It's like, like we got Kiki here talking about eyes being deep like libraries, which fine, joked about that, but at least she put an effort, right? But it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you're so nice. You're one of the good ones. It's like that sounds racist. You're one of the good ones. Like
You're
I don't
one of
know. Like that just sounds racist to me.
It is. You're not like the other men.
Yeah.
But also, I feel like compliments need to be in context.
Yes.
So, like, if you do something different with your hair, like if you do the coconut oil that we were talking about earlier, and then I say, hey, nice hair, I noticed that you changed it. I feel like that's okay. But like just randomly, when you didn't put any effort, if I say, hey, nice hair, would you take that as like a genuine compliment or like a bland compliment?
If you saw my hair for the first time like this, I'll take that as a compliment. That's
Okay.
fine. Like,
Right,
especially
but
from
that's
a
in
guy.
context.
Like
Yeah.
when a guy compliments my looks, it's just a whole different. Yeah. It's like so that brotherly love. It's like, yeah, bro. Because like girls look at my hair and they're like, "Oh, cut that. You need to like cut it and trim it." And like, you know, but guys like, "Bro, you look like Wolverine." Which someone once said that you look like Wolverine, bro. I was on like cloud 9 for like a week.
Not with this haircut, you don't.
Oh, not with this haircut, but when I was growing it, I looked like Wolverine.
Okay.
What did I not do?
To women saying that his hair is gross.
I need to...
Oh no, Kiki's active listening. Strikes again.
I was pulling up the Discord channel with all the responses, and so I was just like, yeah, I'm listening, and then I apparently was called out. I cannot confirm or deny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair.
That's fine.
No one has responded to me.
I thought your brother did. He just said.
Oh, my brother did. Yeah.
Did he say anything
well, okay.
after that?
Most of the people I just texted, I just finished a conversation right before this podcast, so it's kind of weird. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't I'm still waiting.
One of mine isn't even like received yet.
You know what? This person I didn't talk to for a few days. Let's see if this works.
Okay. Do you have any other Icks, Kiki, while we're running this experience? Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you text anyone?
Oh, I did.
Okay.
Did I get a reply?
I'm just wondering if you actually texted them.
The reply was, shouldn't you be podcasting?
Oh, that's a nice reply.
Oh, someone responded. Holla. They
What is
said,
it?
hey, it's going all right. Alhamdulillah. How about you? And I literally just finished talking to this person. They're so nice.
That's awesome.
Well, thank
Watch
you
the
for being a
podcast
part of
next
this
week.
podcast.
Mhm.
Yeah, I have icks, but I think I'm also generalizing as well in terms of just like labeling them.
Mhm.
As like, I'm not saying these are my personal icks. Some of these are like halal haram ratio daters, and like, that's like personal preference. And even the seasonal daters where it's like Ramadan breakups, but let's get back together when it's hot girl summer or cuffing season.
What is cuffing season?
During Thanksgiving and Christmas, you want to be with a partner because it's all like the lights outside and you just want to, and like it's cozy weather. I don't know.
Okay.
Like that.
Because it's snowing, so you're stuck at home. So you can't go out and find someone. So you need to like cuff them, usually like a fatter guy to keep you warm. That's what girls do. But then you also have the turkey drop, right? That first year of college.
The turkey draw?
Yeah, so like freshmen in college, if they were in a relationship in high school and went to different colleges, then
Zane got another response.
no, it's the same person. She's like, what did you get me into?
I got a response too. She's flirting again.
So
I guess we read out whoever responds to us, we just read it out throughout the podcast.
Oh, do you want me? Okay. Wait, do I tell people their name?
No. Just say what they said.
Oh, they said, so my brother's like, what? Who is this? This individual said, hey, how's it going? All right. Alhamdulillah, how about you? And I said, watch the podcast next week. Thank you for taking part. And I said, blank, you're awesome. And they responded, Zane, what did you get me into this time? Just kidding. I hope I didn't make a fool of someone else nor of myself. So,
Wait, I'm sorry. Your brother said, "Who is this?"
yeah, my brother. Listen, man. Like my brother and I, we're Batman. We always think about the worst possible situation. We're ready. We're ready. Okay.
Okay. That's why I didn't text my brother.
Yeah. So where were we about cuffing season?
Cuffing
season.
Turkey drop. So usually college freshmen, if they were in a relationship in high school, at Thanksgiving is when they will break up if they went to different colleges. That's what you call the turkey drop.
That's a
They
thing?
break up on
Okay.
Thanksgiving. That is a thing. Yes, it's called the turkey drop.
Okay.
Petty daters.
Petty daters, yeah. You know, like it's so when the guy or girl responds, like say 2 days later, and then the guy or girl is like, "Fine, I will respond also 2 to 3 days later, actually." Or like 2 hours later, then you're like, "Fine, I will respond in 3 hours, even though I see your text right now." It's just like you're being petty. You're just playing games.
That one, I can't even wrap my head around that one.
Yeah.
Because like if you text me and I don't immediately respond to you as soon as I see it, I would never respond to you ever again. I'll just forget.
Yeah, that's like me. Unless there's only a few instances when I don't respond. A, I'm mad at you. Somebody in this group knows how that goes. And then 2 is I'm actually genuinely busy. And then 3 is I don't think there is a 3, just 2.
I'm not gonna lie, when Kiki is mad at you, Akil, right? You know this better than me. But like she when she does finally respond, it's like the best burn ever. I'm just like, what was that? I was like, shoot, yeah.
He like wrote me 2 paragraphs and I respond with an emoji.
It was a great emoji.
It was 100%. I was like,
yeah.
100.
Hey, I got a response.
Oh,
It's I got a "Hey Akil, how are you?"
cool.
That's it.
All right.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
That is sweet.
We're still waiting on the others.
Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna respond to me, but
it's okay.
That's fine.
Also, did I say recycling or did I say rotational earlier?
You said rotational.
rotational. What's
Okay,
recycling?
I definitely meant recycling daters for that one. The rotational daters are the ones that are like not organic and they're on their own schedule, so they'll call you whenever they want to, and it's just like very abrupt out of nowhere, and then they just go missing for a little, like a day or so, and then they'll just shoot you a text or call you again or whatever, and it's like you can tell this person's talking to multiple people.
They also have like dry texts.
Yeah, it's either just like a question, boom, and say you even respond very quickly, and that you don't get a response for like days. You're just like, okay, like what?
And the response is very dry because those people are spread so thin where they can't actually focus on you. And those same people also give very platitudish compliments.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think they're also the ones where like they will tell you a story, or they might have heard a story from another person, but then they're talking to too many people, so now it's like, oh yeah, I told you already, and it's like, no, you didn't.
Oh, bro, I do that all the time. I do that all the time, like with just people. Like if you've been my friend long enough, I actually told the story back to the person who told me the story. And they're like, I told you this story. I'm like, no, you didn't. My friend so-and-so did. And they made me go to my text. I'm like, oh, shoot, you did. Literally, I said, yo, my best friend so-and-so told me this story. And they're like, I told you this story, bro. I'm like, oops.
Yes.
Yeah. So I can't hate on that. I can't hate on that one.
Okay. That's
you
fair.
can. It's just called self-improvement when you hate on it.
Oh, fair. Okay. Akil, did you share your Icks yet, or like you still think?
No,
he has one.
Which
do
one
I?
was that?
The one.
Yeah, I guess. I feel like I have multiple Icks.
Okay, sure.
We all do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I'm getting distracted by Kiki's list just because it's so in depth.
Yeah. It
Well,
sounds
I was
great.
doing this with my best friend yesterday because she was like, "Write this episode," and then she's like, "Here, I'm giving you examples." So this is all Momo.
Oh, great.
Thanks, Momo. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
writing our
Momo.
podcast for us.
Yes, because I really dropped the ball.
Yeah.
And you know, I gotta give props to Kiki for this
Mhm.
week because she went and did all this research and data gathering, right? Which was amazing. And yeah, I believe she deserves that credit.
I'll
Yeah.
take the crown.
Go
I'll wear
for
the
it.
crown.
Yeah, I was giving you flowers, but I'll give you a crown also.
Yeah. And then has
Yeah, so
anyone
I've
come
got-
across the
No, go ahead.
the
I haven't
feminine
said my
men,
Icks yet,
masculine
but-
woman? The
Feminine men,
feminine
masculine
men,
woman?
masculine women.
Didn't we already talk about this?
No,
Yeah, but
she
this
said
is like an
feminine
ick.
men.
As an
Feminine
ick?
men.
I don't like. I know some people that have that ick. I just don't understand it.
Feminine
Like
men.
you don't understand.
I don't understand why it's an ick. I guess I don't know.
Like here's my thing, right?
Yeah.
Like let me ask Kiki. Kiki, if you're with a feminine man who, let's say, shops at Nominal and then like he's able to like share your jewelry with you. And let's ask the girls to the audience, right? If your man shops at Nominal, got more rings on than you do, right? To me, like, I don't know why any woman would like that. You know
I
what I'm
question
saying?
when they have more hair products than I do.
Yo, no, listen. Long hair takes a lot of products. Okay, that's different. Then again, I only have 2 hair. I have a shampoo, conditioner, and mousse. That's it. But if you have more than that, please share on the comments and teach me. Thank you.
Zay needs a new hair routine.
Yes.
So,
I
please.
do.
Leave your comments down below.
Let's get him the master list of curly hair.
Thank you.
Oh no! The person that I texted started talking about work.
Just say thank you for being part of the podcast and kill the conversation, bro.
Yeah, that's what I did. I literally said thank you for I read out your response.
Yeah, I just said we'll talk about it tomorrow.
My man.
Yeah.
Okay.
No one else replied.
Oh no,
you seem disappointed. Who did you text?
Okay.
I texted like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people.
How many people are on your phone? I only texted like 5. I'm so
texted
unpopular.
a lot of my friends.
Oh, okay. I'm a hermit. You have a lot of friends, Kiki.
So this is what I did. I literally texted a group that had all of these people in it, and then I individually texted all of
them. Cool. All right, let's move on. So we got.
So Akil, is Akil going to share an ick?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of 2 that you and Momo didn't cover, since I'm assuming we're just going to go through the list throughout the episode. One is on the dating apps, when they answer one of the question prompts with, "Why don't you just ask me?"
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's,
the basic
so
dull bios.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going to ask you?
Like, we already asked you. That's the point of the prompt.
Is everyone on
good
the apps?
point. Nah.
I recently re-downloaded an app just to give my Bobby something to do. So she's like gonna run my profile.
I would like to see both of your profiles. I'd like to review them.
Yet.
I'd like to review them once they're made, or if you want to share your old profile, Zane, I'd like to review it.
I deleted it. I will.
But you have your profile, like what you wrote. No.
Was I supposed to keep that?
Is it not automatically saved?
Listen, the story of me being on the apps was some auntie told my mom, "Oh, the kids nowadays are going on apps." And my mom said, "Beta, and you just do after that. You gotta do it." So I did it from September to March. I'm never doing that again. And I don't want to talk about it. It's just like, yo, like, why do people optionally out of their own free will would do such a thing? That is what I'm saying.
Be on
Why
the
would
apps?
people optionally out of
Yes.
their own free will do something. That's the point of options
Do
and free
something
will.
that the apps, because like it's not. We are so not getting sponsored by the apps, but it's so inorganic, fake, and stupid, and just here's another ick. I just remembered another ick. Girls who say, if you're gonna be my man, literally, I read this on a profile. If I choose you, you better in a pack of wolves, you better be the leader. I'm
Did
just
you
like,
feel like that one was your call, like the
That's
one calling out to
specifically
you?
you.
That was for you.
no,
For
actually.
sure.
So what was funny was I know that girl. I messaged her. I'm like, delete that. Right? But it actually dropped my like respect for her a lot. I'm just like, I can't believe you would say something like that. Like,
Maybe
like,
she
it's
has a
ridiculous.
wolf fetish.
If
Where did-
you're my
okay.
husband in a pack of wolves of your friends, you need to be the leader. Guys don't run like that. Like, I'm sorry, Akko, when you're hanging out with your friends, is there a leader?
There's a they have
Yeah,
a call that whole they do it.
Yes. Yeah.
That's normal.
Yeah.
So you're hanging out with your friends and there's like a leader.
There's like a leader.
You go out, okay.
There's like, oh, so like if we're hanging out, if we're like, okay, let's go to Denny's,
Mhm.
and like we're all just gonna go to Denny's for like a late breakfast, right?
Sure.
And this is something that happened. One person in the group said, actually, let's go to Mama Africa. And then the entire group went down the street to a different restaurant.
That's
Or
not
like
being
we
a
could all
leader.
just be
That's-
sitting at home, and then this one person, it's the same person every time, would be like, what are we doing tonight? And then we all have to mobilize and go do something. So
That's
yeah.
like more like an initiator, but like it's not like someone's a general. It's not like a freaking
But
like
but they're
what is
leading.
it if not telling
Yeah.
people what to do? What is
It's
it?
saying like let's hang.
Yeah.
okay,
leader,
but the
they
way
lead.
okay, but if they lead, that's fine. But what does, for example, Kiki? Will you ask? Let's say you meet Akil. Would you
Hi.
tell him, or a friend group, one of like a friend of Akil's in that same group? Would you ask, are you the guy who initiates the plans, or just like Akil who follows around? Like, what does it matter?
I'd be like, so what are we doing tonight?
Okay, cool.
And I'll
All
be
right.
like, ask
No.
the leader.
Okay. Alrighty, cool. Sure. I mean, like, I guess there's like a leader who plans stuff if it's a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Or like if, like, for example, if us three go out to the shooting range, I'm guessing I'm taking charge because I have the most knowledge based on it. Where if
Yeah.
we go out to eat sushi, I think, or have boba or have chai, I think Kiki's in charge because she knows more about that topic.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
I think it's like topic
You know,
by topic.
there was a guy, and his bio said, I bet you can't make better chai than me. I had to like bounce and reply because I was like, yes, I can actually. Like, you cannot.
I got a
can.
reply. Someone said, it's going well. Enter. Next text, you question mark. I'm going to reply, thank you for taking part in this podcast. At 33 minutes and 33 seconds. Alrighty.
I don't think that's the incorrect time. I'll have a timer for when we actually text to the people.
Sure. Alrighty.
Okay. What's another ick?
This is just me projecting, but people pleasing. If they're a people pleaser, that's like the big ick for me because I'm a people pleaser. So like if
You
I'm
can't
asking
have another person.
Yeah, so if I'm asking you what you want to do and you're asking me what I want to do, we're not going to do anything.
We're never getting anywhere.
We're never going to get anything done. So
that's
like,
how you have a leader. Okay.
Yeah. So I've learned to like take charge when I need to. Like if someone's like, where are we going out to eat? And I genuinely don't care, I will just pick two random places that I like. And so that I'm narrowing it down to two, and then they can make the final decision. But if I narrow
That's
it down
fair.
to two and they don't narrow it down to one, ick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So someone once advised me, like in those type of situations, what I would say is And I tell this to guys all the time, and guys always like, especially my married friends, like, yo, she asked me where we're gonna go out to eat, and I'm just like, wherever. And then she gets mad at me. I'm like, bro, a girl will tell you when she doesn't want to go to a restaurant. So when she asks you, give the answer. Just say Red Robin. Say Red Robin, right? Yeah. Or Tim Hortons, right? Yeah. And then if she doesn't want to go there, she'll be like, oh, no, let's go to this place instead, right?
Yeah.
But you need to say it. Because if you say anywhere you want to go, and that back and forth happens like 5 times, like anywhere you want to go, and the girl's like, no, pick. And then you're like, anywhere you want to go, and it keeps going back. The girl will then, out of pettiness, pick the most expensive and most boring place ever. She'll be like, let's go to Nobu. And now you're paying like $300 for sushi, and I'm not doing that, right?
Well,
so
you also wouldn't pay $8 for sushi, so
I wouldn't even pay for sushi.
I would be the one being like, once in a while, it's okay to splurge on sushi.
That's fine. But when you're not ready, pick Red Robin. So then you don't get an answer like
you
Nobu.
Like Red Robin?
No, but it's like that's where you take your high school date.
Red Robin is my favorite superhero. The street around the corner is called Red Robin, and like the restaurant.
You're giving people your address?
Just doxed yourself.
No, I don't live on Red Robin Road. It's just the street around the corner. Calm down. And yo, do you understand what I have in my house? Come on, like just no one's coming.
Yeah, shirts that you can't hide guns under. What else?
Okay, it's like the toxic masculinity tight shirts. So I need more like like looser shirts, more sunnah loose shirts. Anyway,
I just love the idea that like you're insecure in your masculinity, so you have to wear a tight shirt and carry a gun inside your own house, but you can't do both at the same time.
I was just joking, but anyway, let's go on.
I just got a reply.
Oh,
Good. Just finished my meeting. Got a volleyball from the store, heading back to the office.
Nice. Is that? Yeah. Did you guys talk about volleyball before, or are they just volunteering that information?
We did.
Okay, that's good.
I got a reply after I said thank you for taking part in the podcast. They said blur out my name, crying emoji. I don't want to be publicly dumb. And I said, we're not saying names, LOL. We're not mean. Calm down.
What's their name and how do you spell it? I'll put it in text on the
screen. No, chill. You know what? Yeah. We'll probably do that. Let me think about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that restaurant thing is something that I've had to unlearn, because like baby Akil, little kid Akil will be like, and like genuinely, I don't care where we eat. I will find something to eat no matter where we go. So like I'd be like, no, where would you want to go? But I had to unlearn that. So now my process is I will pick 2 places that I'm okay with. Narrow it down from 100. I will pick 2 places that I'm okay with, and then you can pick one or the other or suggest your own. But I'm not leaving it as an open-ended question anymore. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are my Icks. Yeah. I know you were like looking for a particular answer, but
no.
Looking at my track record, I don't think that's an actual ick.
Oh, yeah. I think that's just like see, there's a difference. Like what I noticed when I was doing this whole research, a lot of people were naming preferences versus actual icks.
So what's the difference? Because I don't know.
You shut down right away with the ick. Like you'll just shut down.
Like saying like what Zane was doing. Some of his were his preferences. They were not necessarily icks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo,
okay. So
yeah. No, the biggest ick ever, I'll just say, is like the basic dull bio daters, right? Where they're like, you'll ask them what do you like to do, and they'll say everyone has the same answer, right?
Yeah.
Everyone. I like traveling and drinking coffee and reading books out on the beach.
Is this like how the girls you talk to sound like?
That's how they sound like when you're reading their profile.
That is how
and
they
their
sound like
first
when we're reading
picture
it.
is like
Yeah.
full body shot of them at Lake Louise.
Not the pouty face.
No, it's the Lake Louise. Ooh, the
It's
Lake Louise photo is yeah.
Yeah.
Like here's the thing. If you're gonna have a basic profile where like that like all you girls sound and answer with the same like answer the same, right?
I don't.
Well, I mean, sure, you don't, but
you probably also don't have a basic profile, so we're not.
Yeah,
talking
you also
about
probably don't
you.
have a basic profile.
That's very true.
But like all you're saying is I like to travel, I like sushi, boba. What was the other one? Reading books.
Looking for an
I'm
adventure
outdoorsy.
buddy.
And when you say you're outdoorsy, you're not outdoorsy. You're just going to the park and sitting on a park bench to read your book, right? And then when I ask you what book you're reading, it's like the same self-help book. Like you're basically like every other girl. The only difference between you and another girl are your pictures.
Except not really, because the first one's the Lake Louise picture. The second one is the washed out MySpace angle where you can't see their nose.
The Nashville wings, right?
Sure. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
whatever Instagram
wings.
wall is local to where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Chicago bean,
the
right?
Bean.
Yeah. The other building that's like cubish that goes around like a I don't know what that.
And then the one where all of your friends are standing in a group and you're just like
Kiki so has that picture. I want to bet that she has that picture. She's 5 feet tall and still bending down. It's hilarious. I mean, bet she has that. Please, do you have it? Share it. Sure, share it so we can put it up.
You do. Yeah. Or the one where it's just like peace sign and then one foot up.
1 foot up.
Is that like in reference to me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
I definitely have a lot of those.
The peace sign and then like lift one leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are the options.
But that's like me. That's like me, like my branding, as you can call it, I guess.
But Kiki, that's not your branding because everyone does that.
Yeah. So
a lot
even
of people...
your pictures are the same as your profile answers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for me, that's not like a ick. That's not a deal breaker, just because that's what they all are.
Well,
so when I see something that's different, I'm gonna be like, okay, this is important. Focus on this one. But like that's just baseline. Anything less than Lake Louise looking for an adventure buddy. I like the outdoors and reading. I'm a dog mom or a cat mom. Anything below that basic level of profile is going to be an ick for me.
On a Muslim app, if a girl says she's a dog mom, I'm definitely going to talk to her. She's different. Especially if she's like Pakistani, we're all scared of dogs. I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to be like, yo, tell me about your dogs.
I got the best one. Sorry, it's not going anywhere. I'm married. Peace sign.
Was that a response?
Yo, shout out to that brother. That's how you're supposed to be. Shout out to that sister. That's how you're supposed to be.
Good job, sister.
Yeah, good job. That's how you answer. Good sunnah response. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you. Ameen.
Unless she's not married, in which case.
No, she is.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so, go on.
No, I was just gonna ask about more on this list. Eeyore daters. What are Eeyore daters?
They're like the ones that are so pessimistic and they're just always constantly looking for the negative in everything to the point where it just like downs your energy and you're just like, why am I talking to you?
Yeah.
Did you just?
My man just wrote his name under a name. He's like, this is me. Say it with my chest.
This one's me as well. No, like I don't know if I talked to you guys. No, I talked about it on stream, not on the podcast. My first like real relationship back in high school, I was the Eeyore dater. And I was like sad about everything. And I'm worried about the future. Like I was 17. I didn't have a future at that point with that person. And that's why they broke up with me. They're like, you're just too sad all the time. So yeah, I can see that as being an ick. But now that I'm like a little bit emotionally mature, I'm like, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's better to be vulnerable than it is to like keep it all down. But I can see why being sad all the time is an ick. But also I am that ick, so I can't complain too much.
I'm sorry. Did I really just share? I'm sorry. It hurt me what you said. You said I shared my preferences, not my icks.
Do we need to run the list back?
Rewind.
You know what? Let's read because. Okay, cool.
So wait.
I'm going based off of the thing in Discord. When I asked the Muslim Lounge, there was a list that you came up with, and someone else responded to that list, and I agreed with them because I was just like, I mean, then you're talking to like how many girls at that point, but they could also say the same about you. Even if, say, somebody's not basic and they talk to you, they might think you're basic, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this guy loves video games and guns. That's so basic.
How many guys, Kiki, since I don't see the guys, they like guns and video games?
Which guy? I've never met a guy. I would love to meet a guy that says, I don't play Call of Duty.
I don't play Call of Duty. I play fighting games. Play Tekken, Street Fighter.
I don't even know the difference. I just don't want somebody playing video. Like, okay, you can have your video game time, but if that's taking away from us time, I'm gonna be unhappy.
Oh yeah, that's different. Like that's for any hobby.
Anything.
That's for any hobby, right?
But like video games comes up a lot because
if you have hosting hobby, if you're hosting every other night, your friends and there's like 10 friends, and then the guy has to do the dishes afterwards, right?
The dishwasher does them.
I mean,
if that's what you want to call him, fine.
Sure.
No, but it's the same for any hobby, right?
Yeah.
You need to have I think it's important to have either shared interests or like communicated spaces when it comes to hobbies, right?
Like I can understand if you come back from work and you need like 20, 30 minutes that you just want me time and you want to play video games and that, cool, do you. But then like after that, like, come out and like, let's hang. But if you're like, I'm going to play video games for 4 hours after I come back from work, I'm going to be upset.
What video game can you be satisfied after half an hour with, though?
This sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah. Well, no. So I play fighting games. So one game is maximum 120 seconds, right? Because I can't do those long games like you do, walking around for 30 minutes. So I'm just like, wow, I waste. Like people who play League of Legends, it's like you play one match, it's 45 minutes, you lose, and you look at the clock, you're like, I wasted 45 minutes of my life. Why was this game so long? Like,
I play MMOs. If I don't,
Lord have mercy,
play for like 8 hours.
Like MMOs, to start having fun, you have to play 5 hours, and then the last 3 hours you actually have fun. It's like, who got time for that? Anyway, going back to the topic. Sorry, Kiki. You probably met a lot of video gamers. I am on the behalf of the gamers. We are sorry.
I actually not like video games was an issue back when so after that I don't think I came across many people that play video games, to be honest. Or if they did, it was in such a reasonable way and amount that I appreciate it, because I was like, oh, that's fun. They're connecting with this person over video games because they haven't talked to them. So it's like a way to catch up with them. And I thought that was sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how Zane is, but I play video games as like the lowest priority.
Yeah.
So it's like, do I need to do any work? Do I need to hang out with any friends? Do I need to run any errands? No. Okay, video games.
Yeah.
So here's my question then. With this goes to like basic dull date bios. My thing is also saying you do something and you don't actually do it. Like for example, people say I like to read, and then like the last book they read was like 10 years. I like to go to the gym, bro. You went to the gym like once in the last 3 months, right? So when someone like Oh no, I
He's
was
giving
not.
an
I don't know.
example.
I'm giving
Oh.
an example.
I was like, I
But,
did actually go to the gym, but I fell on Friday and hurt my knee, and now I can't go to the gym.
I hope you feel better.
So update
no.
your dating
Yeah.
profile to say I usually like going to the gym.
But currently,
fell on
my knee is
Friday.
out.
Yeah. But like what I'm trying to say, like for example, those guys who say I like playing video games and shooting guns, right? I
Mhm.
compete in USPSA, right?
What's that?
I don't.
United States
Uh,
Postal Service.
It is United States Practical Shooting Association.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, wait, what?
So I compete, right? And I like, I actually practice in my garage and then go to the range and shoot. I don't practice as much as I should. If my brother's
Mhm.
watching this, I'm sorry. It's now past Ramadan. I'll get back into training. But like guys who say I like shooting, it's like, bro, the last time you shot was like last year. You just collect guns.
That was
You
me.
don't
The
actually
last
shoot.
time I shot was last year.
Yeah, but on your profile, you don't say you don't like that. I like shooting. You don't put that on your profile as if you do it
No.
every other day. Yeah.
Didn't y'all just go shooting a couple weeks ago?
No, it
No.
didn't work out. Yeah,
I was
let's
sick.
go shooting next week.
I was so
Kiki.
excited for you.
But it was raining that day. But yeah, so like don't say you do stuff just because it's cool because other people are writing down their profile when you don't really do that. Don't tell me you
Mhm.
read books when the last book you read was in high school. You know? Like,
Yeah.
you don't do that. Or say you play video games and then you're like, oh, I play phone mobile games. Like when a girl says she likes video games, I'm like, yo, what games you play? Oh, I play Candy Crush. It's like,
I mean, yeah, like technically that's a video game. Technically, it's like the largest market for video games,
just
but like not a gamer.
moving on. Yeah, you're not a gamer. Fine, you're not a gamer. You
Yeah.
play. You're just addicted to your phone. Just say
Mhm.
that. Yeah.
One that's definitely an ick for a lot of people are the show offs and the materialistic ones.
Mm,
It's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see your Tesla in the background.
Yes.
And I don't want to see, and guys are like, I want to see that Gucci belt.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it. I do think I did listed that. Like the very classist profiles. Because like you're kind of putting other people down. I don't know. It just like you come off classist. It's very icky.
Yeah. And I feel like combining that with the dull bios and the dry conversation, the people who put the stuff that they paid for first, like their car is their personality, or they go to a party every week and that's their personality, or like they own expensive watches and that's their personality, that's a huge turnoff.
Yeah.
Or like
Also, sorry.
I was gonna say quick when people say I'm a car girl and all you actually do is buy a new expensive car every year and you don't even know anything about the car. It's not like you're fixing the car, right?
Mhm.
If you say you're a car girl and you're like a mechanic who like restores old classic cars, that's a whole different story, right? One is like in a hobby and the other one is flexing your wealth. Yes.
I ignore the lights and signs that come up in my car.
Don't do that. Wait, do you drive a Toyota?
No, I'm a Honda Civic girl.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, like those Japanese cars, you can ignore this. Like I ignored the check engine light to my Toyota for 3 years. It was fine.
Yeah.
It was
For
fine.
3 years?
Oh yeah, Toyota Corolla, holla. That thing works. I don't see your Ferrari do that. What's up?
My tire pressure light came on Eid, and I went, but I wasn't able to like cancel the thing out. And I definitely think my tire needs to be replaced. And I'm just like on the road with a tire that needs to be replaced.
So I know with Volkswagens, like when I drove a Jetta, after you actually put air in your tires, there's like a reset button you have to push.
Yeah.
And then it actually resets. But
I'm
like my
just too
Toyotas,
lazy.
With my Toyotas, as soon as I fill it up with air, the light is gone. So I mean, just check.
I'm not a lazy dater, but I'm definitely a lazy car maintenance person.
Would
so
you
you need to take car girl out of your profile.
It's not there. I just need someone else to do the car stuff for me. My dad's too busy.
Oh, are you those like I'm divine feminine energy? I need to be in my feminine So I need a masculine man to take care of me.
Somebody's getting an emoji.
Oh my god. You know what? Let's move on. I didn't mean to call you out like that. We just became friends again. Okay. Sure.
That's another one.
What is the halal haram ratio?
Yeah, what is that? I hate
I
that.
have not experienced that.
When one person, I guess I don't even know if this is like an actual thing or if this counts.
Should I look it up?
Yeah, Urban
Okay.
Dictionary it. When
Did we make it to Urban Dictionary? Did Muslims make it on Urban Dictionary?
Muslims have been on it, you can type your name and you'll find something.
I'm
Yeah.
older than both y'all, so like, you know, I remember time when we weren't on it, so like I'm
Oh, we're on
There's
it.
a calculator. Can we do the calculator?
Okay, so let's go haram and halal haram.
So,
ratio.
like, say somebody's Z and somebody's not Z, but say that someone that's not someone that is Z, they think it's haram if you don't eat Z, then like that's like, you know, halal haram,
Z?
like Zabiha.
Oh, we call it Z? Is
Yeah.
that a thing? The Z.
Like, are
Wow,
you
I'm
Z?
old, man. I need to make friends with young people.
I mean, you did. You have us.
Well, thank you. Zanbai is really old, so like, thank you for teaching me.
Akil, I
this.
think we both should call him Zayn by now. We should change his name to Zayn by.
Zanbai, let's go.
Can I?
The other way of pronouncing my name is Zan, not Zane. Just for people know.
Zen?
Yeah, Zan.
Zen. Zen by.
Yeah. Zanbai. Yeah, I changed it for you.
Boom.
Bappa.
Hey, Bappa. No. We ain't doing Bappa.
Bappa. Is it Bappa or is it Bappa?
Gujarati, it's Bappa.
Bappa.
No, okay, don't let me change my whole name.
Zen by.
Dude's making me a Buddhist monk right here. Anyway, Zanbai. Okay.
Did you find the halal haram urban dictionary?
No, it's not in there.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Well, what do people
Basically,
mean-
what you consider haram, like drinking, like say you,
Mhm.
I mean,
No
say
one's
one
drinking.
person drinks and one person doesn't drink, but then say they smoke weed. So it's like
But-
balance.
So here's
Sure.
okay. So here's my thing with the haram halal ratio, right? If I was to meet someone who, let's say, smoke weed, right? I'm not ever gonna talk to someone who drinks because I had roommates who drunk, and
But you're okay with the weed.
the weed. Let's say someone struggles with that sin. Well, like I will assist you. There are some things I will assist you in your struggle, right? I'm trying not to say the J word. But there's other things I won't assist you. Like if you're a convert and don't know how to use a lota yet, I don't like, figure out how to use a lota, then come back to me, right? That's what I'm trying to get at. If you smoke weed, we could slowly and gradually get you make the intention that you'll stop. Or if you don't wear a hijab, let's make the intention that you will, and we'll help with that struggle. Like I have struggles, so I think it's really judgmental. And also when people say same halal haram ratio, and let's say if someone rejected me because we had a different halal haram ratio, my first thought is, did you think you were more halal than me? Or did you think you were more haram? Like, who's the better person here?
I don't
Right.
think it's saying that if you're
Oh.
a better or bad person, though.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
just saying like, do what we think, doesn't mesh? Like even like you saying like you're okay with someone who smokes weed and like helping them and all of that. Another person's be like, no, I refuse to talk to a person that smokes weed. So it's like, what are you okay with? What are you not okay with? And that becomes your halal to haram ratio.
Oh, so I guess I have a very low, because I'm cool with a lot. I'm not saying I'm cool, but I'm willing to hear you out. I'm just not gonna.
Are you saying you're not cool?
Zanbai, you're
I'm not cool. You guys are a lot cooler than I am, right? I'm like the least coolest from the three of y'all, the three of us. Okay, I get that, but also like another haram halal ratio. I think this fits into it. I was talking to a friend, and I said, hey, you should talk to this guy, and this guy is an imam, and she's like, do you really think I could be an imam's wife? I'm like, Why not? Right? Go talk to him. If that works out, I'm giving the khutbah at your wedding. You know who you are. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we kind of went through all of them. Like at least, I mean, there's so many, but I mean, this is just like
The double
rough.
standards. I've seen this a lot where one of them will talk to many people at the same time and hence dry text because they're spread out talking to many people. And then, but they expect the other person to be exclusive.
Yeah.
I witnessed that a lot. And I'm just like I'll witness from my guy friends and my female friends. They'll be like, oh, they're talking to a lot of people. I'm like, but you're talking to a lot of people.
Mhm.
Like, if you want someone who's not talking to a lot of people, why don't you start acting right and don't talk to a lot of people? You know, you attract what you do, what you are, right?
Right.
But that, I feel like that goes beyond halal and haram, where that's just hypocrisy. Like, you can't do the thing that I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's halal or not. Hussein, okay.
No, I mean, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
I think that specific example of like, I'm allowed to talk to other people and you're not allowed to talk to other people, that I don't think that has anything to do with halal haram ratio. I think that's just basic hypocrisy.
Oh, I said I talked about the doubles. That's a double standard.
The double standards. Okay.
Yeah, it's
we
so
moved on while I
nonsense.
was reading about the halal haram ratio.
My bad.
All good.
Yeah, we went to like the nakhre and like the ego.
Yeah.
Dater.
More stuff that I just don't know.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah.
In hyper independent.
Mm-hmm. Hyper independence.
Yes.
Did I miss that one too?
No, this is all within this.
Okay.
The big egos. Yeah.
The big egos. Entitlement, ego, toxic masculinity. Okay. Yep. I get it. Awesome episode, guys. I think we should wrap up this one. Sure. But before we do, are you guys still waiting on any responses? I just got my last one like a minute ago. It says, hey. Okay.
The same
I think
person
the married
who
one
said,
was the last one.
Okay. The same person who said, blurb out my name. I said, we're not saying names, LOL. They sent crying face emoji. This is what honesty gets me.
Did you hurt that person?
No. Why would I hurt people? I've never hurt. Yo.
Like accidentally?
No.
That person
Absolutely
seems hurt. They seem hurt.
I think the person is a little insecure when around me because I'm like, I am basking in intelligence, and that could be intimidating for certain people.
Okay.
Are you basking in intelligence?
I'm not, you know what? Kiki's bringing the smoke. She's bringing the smoke.
Kiki's like, this is the Bully Zane episode. I got this. Thank you so much for joining us on Local Chai. We will see you next week. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
Do y'all have time?
Yeah.
For what?
One more, or are you done for the day?
Not kindness and judgment.
Well, no, I wanted to do the halal haram ratio calculation.
Oh, like as a whole thing?
Yeah, as a thing.
But shouldn't we kind of have it thought out?
Yeah, we should have had it. If you want to do it, we should have had it in this episode that we.
No, I don't think it. No, actually, I'm on with Akil. I think it needs its own episode.
Episode. Yeah.
But I think it needs to be like more thought out.
I need to figure out what it is first. But I found like a calculator online where you just answer questions and it gives you the number.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I was thinking about doing kindness and judgment. There's a video there.
Yeah, we can do that.
We got a whole Surah tafsir there.
I can't do it because I gotta go. But
you gotta go.
Yeah, that's fine.
We can't do it without you. We need Kiki.
Yeah. So we'll do it at a different time.
Does Sunday work for everyone?
This Sunday?
This Sunday should work.
I'll put
There's
my
a
kids on the front of the TV for 2 hours. They'll be fine.
baby expo, but yeah, I can make it work.
A baby expo? What
A baby expo.
the hell's a baby
for
expo?
babies?
Yeah. You see what's new in the world of babies.
Well, why are we still live? Can we like stop the recording?
We can.
Because I have to